Hey,
Hello there.
Hey, whoa.
Whoa, I'm drowning.
It's so creepy.
Yeah, they're all kind of creepy.
Hey, so Peter, I gotta really ask you something.
Yeah?
You know?
Yeah, what's up?
It's times like these that I really appreciate having you here so I can talk to you.
Okay.
I want to ask you something really, really important. Tell me you're not gonna back down from this.
I'm not gonna back down.
Why are you playing this game? Holy shit! Totally caught you all guard with that, didn't I? Oh my gosh! Welcome
So
to
after-
That's Amazing.
Yeah, welcome to this. So after...
Face. I'm sorry. I was looking at you, and when I scared you, you were like mortally terrified for a moment.
Okay.
I did not mean to be that loud. I apologize.
So after an extremely long hiatus of crap not working and having no motivation to play this piece of shit, we're back to playing this piece of shit.
on
Yay!
on the YouTube series.
That's amazing!
No, you're right. We talked about it. We're gonna stop it. We're gonna be like, no, we're done with Sonic because this is stupid. But you're right. We should continue it.
Might as well. We already started it. I mean, like, Game Grumps had this thing where they would play games like partway through, and I don't like that, you know.
That was kind of bothering me. It's like,
No, what bothered me the most was when they didn't finish Sonic 06 when they were at the last boss fight of the game.
it's in the past now. I guess that's all we can think.
We're
about.
not them, so it doesn't really matter.
Exactly.
But I just don't want to be that group of guys that does that, you know?
Yeah, I want to play a game through to the end unless it's like a one-off.
Yeah.
You know, if it has like an actual series to it, I want to play it to the end.
Yeah.
So
We're playing this to the end. For better or for worse, we're playing this to the end.
Whee!
I'm just like, stairs? I don't give a shit.
Well, I can't imagine Sonic would. If it isn't Sonic!
Okay.
It's just like a
Okay.
creep. What's
Time,
up?
like, Eggman just puts his finger out. Okay, time out. I don't look anything like an egg.
Whatever you say, Eggman.
Okay, time out again.
Stop calling me.
Why
Eggman.
are you Blue and the Hedgehog and speaking to me?
Yeah, seriously. What is Tails? Why does he have two tails?
He's a fox.
Why does he have two tails?
I don't know. So they could call him Tails?
Yeah, because if he had one tail, he'd just call him
Did I
Tail.
tell you? No. His God damn it. Did I tell you, his real name is Miles Prowler?
Tails?
But Tails is a nickname.
Miles Prowler actually
no-
sounds cool.
Nobody calls him Miles Prowler, they just call him Tails. Tails is supposed to be a nickname, but his real name is Miles Prowler, and nobody calls him Miles
I
Prowler.
would go by Miles Prowler.
I'll show you whenever we start the Tails campaign. Like, that's his name. Miles, in parentheses, Tails, and then Prowler.
That's a cooler name.
It is a cooler name.
In
And
my
they're
opinion,
just not using it.
That's a word.
Okay.
Egg.
Forrest put up the trailer
Hornet.
to Sonic Boom on
that
our
a-
Facebook page, I think.
Is that a new game?
Yeah, it's a new Sonic game that they're coming out with, and literally, if the franchise wasn't dead before, it's totally dead after this game.
Thanks, Forrest, for putting that on our Facebook. if
Thanks,
you did.
Forrest. I mean, if you haven't seen it yet, go check it out.
Do I really want to?
Knuckles looks like a Roy junkie.
Really?
Like, his arms... Okay, his fists are, like, the same size as they've always been.
Yeah.
But he looks like 2 feet taller than this character design.
Okay.
And just his biceps are enormous.
What?
Only his
Why?
biceps.
It's like that they took the... Okay, do you know what I say? What I mean when I say they took the 90s route with, like, action figures?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because in the 90s, like, in the time before
Yeah,
the
he
action
looks like
figures...
he looks like a 90s Dragon Ball Z action figure.
Yeah, exactly. The muscles are ridiculous.
Like, not even all the muscles. They're not even proportionate.
They're
It's
just his
like,
arms.
Yeah.
Like, just his tiny body and then giant arms.
Yeah.
That would be hilarious.
Yeah. No, I mean, like, because his legs are really thin.
Are they really?
And his body's
They're
kind of
still-
slender, too.
I want to see this.
But he's got...
Josh, put up a picture.
Enormous biceps.
I want to see what this is. Yeah. Because...
Put that up right there, and then just comment on it, like, oh, the humanity, or whatever you have to say about it. And stop.
And to all those watching, like, comment, and subscribe.
Thanks, man.
I'm starting to say
Okay,
it now.
listen, because now we can actually hear it. Why? You heard that, like, the squash
Yeah.
effect?
Chaos Emeralds!
And Forever Alone Sonic.
He makes appearance once again. It's still hovering in his hand.
Oh my god, okay.
What?
Seriously, it's just like... Maybe you shouldn't take me so lightly, Sonic. After all, I do have psychic powers.
Oh no!
Because-
is that the same monster I saw the
I
other
could just-
day?
He's just like...
Holy. Oh, okay, the
floating
crystal. Well,
He's
I mean,
floating it.
Yeah. Wouldn't that be telekinesis?
Telekinesis, psychic powers, whatever.
Same difference.
They're all powers of the mind.
True. Yeah, I'm not gonna argue about it. Could you imagine if you knew someone that laughed like that?
Can you imagine if people actually talked like this?
You'd be invincible and work for me. Together we'll... I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm hearing more music than I am hearing him talk.
Yeah, that's the balance of soundtrack to dialogue in this game.
Why?
Also, this
I'm
game
just
is
done.
a piece of shit.
Oh, and by the way, this game's a piece of shit.
No, I'm sorry, I'm sick of hearing you talk. And you've only said
Miles.
like 3 words.
Whenever I think of Miles, I think of Miles.
I
O'Brien.
mentioned... I'm sorry, what were you saying?
Oh, whenever I think of Miles, I think of Miles O'Brien from Star Trek. But put up a picture. Okay, don't because no, put up a picture because you always get to do it.
Yeah.
And I want to do it. So put up a picture of Miles O'Brien from Star Trek.
Yeah, don't
Next Generation and DS9 and Peter sitting here going.
all
"The
the
fuck you
pictures.
talking
All the
about?"
pictures.
All of them.
Whatever he's talking about, just every generation of Star Trek ever. Just put them all up.
Okay, cool. So what
Like,
were you gonna say?
over the screen,
Oh.
you're not really missing anything.
True, it's just kind of bad graphics of Sonic.
Oh, can I go
so.
up? Cool. Okay, so level 2.
So, what were you?
Oh yeah. I mentioned in Sonic and the Black Knight with Nick
Yeah.
that I've always hated the sound of Tails' voice.
Yeah, actually, I was gonna mention that.
I've always hated Tails' voice. So here it is again. I hate Tails' voice. And
Hey.
not only that, there's an entire campaign where you play as just Tails in this game.
I might
You
have to
can
kill
imagine
myself.
that I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, I might have to kill myself at this point. If we don't make it best, Tails'
If we
campaign?
make it past the Sonic campaign, if we survive, yeah. Okay.
okay. I thought the
Yeah.
platform.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. What is this game? I'm sorry.
I really do think it like gives you like mental and physical problems.
Who, me specifically? Or
Yes.
this?
No, specifically you. Just you. Because Nick didn't seem to have a problem with playing Black Knight, Sonic and the Black Knight. But for any Sonic game, you just literally lose it.
Okay, not literally any Sonic game. I'll play Adventure 2. I can make
Okay.
it through that one. That
The
game.
really, really bad ones.
Well, yeah. I can't tolerate
Bad games.
just sloppiness. Because, like, who played this and thought this was cool? You know? That's what I ask myself whenever
Could
I
you
play that
imagine
game.
just gather the
Like-
people who tested this and went, what's wrong with
Okay,
you?
less specifically this game and more specifically Sonic and the Black Knight.
Yeah.
It's just like, what made you think this was a good idea? What made you think this was cool in any way whatsoever? The game plays itself. You're ruining an
My
old
childhood.
you're ruining old lore
Yeah.
by turning what was once a great story into Sonic fan fiction.
Seriously, it's like
Seriously, the whole game, now that I think about it, it's like a big ass Sonic fanfic mixed with like old school lore.
basically
It's fan fiction.
I
That
feel
game
like
is
all
fan
it is
fiction.
just making money off of it.
No, that's all it is.
Yeah, it's really.
I think
dumb.
JonTron has the best rendition of what Sonic Team is like nowadays. In, what was it, the review for Sonic R? Have you seen that?
I don't recall.
God damn, that's such a good review.
I'm gonna have to watch it.
Gotta go check that out.
Yeah,
It's great.
I thought I saw a majority of his videos.
Sonic R is shorter,
Oh, is it?
but it's really good because like there's this part where he's like, what were the guys at Sonic Team thinking when they were making this game? And then it cuts to like his rendition of what he imagines Sonic
Yeah.
Team looks like or whatever. And they're all just smoking like pot or no, they're not smoking pot, they're snorting crack
Oh my
off the
gosh.
ground.
Off the
Or, no,
ground.
not-
Well, I get. the
you
idea.
get what I mean. They're like smoking, they're like snorting this crack. and
Doing
like
drugs.
doing drugs, and there's just got powder all over his nose or whatever. He's like, "Ooh,
Oh my
welcome
god.
to Sonic Team. We make games, I think."
I think. You know, that does sound familiar. I might.
And he like goes into one of his friends' rooms or whatever. He's like, "Hey Ray," and then Ray lifts his face off his desk or whatever, and half
Yeah.
his face is covered in powder.
Yeah.
What the fuck is a Sonic?
Yeah, I have seen that. Okay. You know, watching you play this, it looks ungodly hard to control Sonic.
It is pretty hard to control.
Like,
Because, like,
mean,
I want to just be able to run down the path or whatever, but instead I'm just hitting
I saw that. You're just
friggin'
like
wall after wall.
running straight, and you're like,
Yeah.
because like you literally turn on a dime, which
Yeah.
I love. Totally love it. God, I hate this game. I'm sorry.
Alright.
I'm
not sorry.
I'm not a fan of Sonic.
Tails. Okay, thanks.
Dude.
I thought his tails were gonna keep spinning. It's gonna be...
Tails, what are you doing?
Tails!
Just...
Fucking Tails!
Oh, didn't we talk about this? How like Sonic would be like this asshole to Tails, and like I think this was in the footage that never made it out to or never aired on YouTube. But it was like we talked about how Sonic was like this asshole to Tails, and he's just like Tails is like, "Hey Sonic," and just pushes him over. He's like, "What's up, bitch?" Like he's just like totally a dick to Tails. I think we talked about that. I don't remember.
I think we have talked about it.
Was that it? Okay, that was a person.
Yeah, that was a person.
Took me a moment to like realize what I saw.
The NPCs in this game are kind of pointless. You know what else is pointless? This whole game. Next time on That's Amazing, we play more of this pointless shit.
Save me.